Welcome, fellow graduates, teachers, parents, staff members, and friends. It is our pleasure and honor to have been selected as valedictorians for our graduating Tigers of 2021. If you don't know us already, we are the Nayas.
Today we celebrate a big milestone in our lives. We wouldn't have reached this milestone without our St. Thomas More family members. Even though we didn't have every teacher as our classroom teacher, we still feel like we learned something from every single one of them.
There was a time in our lives when we remember we couldn't wait to start elementary school. High school seemed so far away, but as we got older, time moved faster, and here we are, about to graduate. As we stand now before you at the end of our elementary school journey, standing here as grade 8 graduates, whose last year was taken over by COVID-19, we wish we had spent less time wishing grade 8 away and more time appreciating the little moments and time we had together. We want to thank everyone who made our last few years here at St. Thomas More special and memorable. We would not be here today without your love and support.
Being a newcomer to Canada, as many of my classmates can relate to, it can be scary having to start over in a new country. Given my school experience in Syria, I truly did not know what to expect at St. Thomas More. The best surprise of my life was yet to happen. Firstly, I was welcomed here at St. Thomas More with open arms both by staff and students. I love how our school is so multicultural. I never felt left out. It felt like I was home. For the first time in a long time in my personal history, I did not want to change schools. I was free to be me and realize my potential by supportive friends and staff alike. Despite my different culture and language, I never felt like an outsider at the school. And through the tireless efforts of staff members, especially Mrs. Leclerc, not only did I learn the language of English, but I learned the language of friendship and gratitude.
Just like Naya, I'm also a newcomer to Canada. I can remember struggling with school when I was in Syria, but when I became enrolled at St. Thomas More, my life changed, my outlook changed, and my future changed. I remember going to school and crying almost every single day because I just never felt welcomed. But St. Thomas More was different. I'm sure many students here at St. Thomas More are just like me. I came to Canada scared and nervous about going to a new school for the 4th time in just 1 year. St. Thomas More changed me to become a confident and strong woman who's capable and has the desire to change the world for the better.
We will never forget the times when Miss Farha would let us stay inside and help her do things in the class instead of going out in the cold. We always had fun getting Fab tickets, and we would always get so excited about the prizes she offered. Even though our class was a handful, Miss Farhat never gave up on us. Miss Farhat taught us to be compassionate citizens, especially when she started a program to raise cancer awareness in our class. She was a very thoughtful and giving teacher who, along with Mademoiselle Benfido, gave up their personal time to coach both basketball and volleyball. We will never forget Miss Farhat's kind words and encouragement to help us succeed and overcome obstacles. Thank you, Miss Farhat and Mademoiselle Benfido.
Grade 7 is filled with beautiful memories we will never forget. Whether that was the haunted house for Halloween, the Christmas concert, Secret Santa, Le Carnival, or the volleyball team, we would always have a blast. You may think that moving to the portables was going to make us lonely, but honestly, it was amazing. It felt like we were in our own little universe.
We all we all know that grade 8 wasn't what we all anticipated. Masks and social distancing took over our year and ruined what grade 8 should have felt like. But we still managed to make memories. Miss Raston, Mr. Ferrer, Madame Bruins, and Mr. Stock never failed to put a smile on our faces, even though you can't see us smiling through the masks.
We have been with Mr. Ferreira for 2 years and we have learned so much from him. Although, let's be honest, we were all a bit scared to be in his class at first, but once we got to know him, it was a whole different story. Let's start off with the first day in his class. This is exactly how I want you to set up your page. Make sure to use a blue pen for everything and double underline with a red pen using a ruler. And then he would show us an example. Sounds pretty scary, huh? No, we promise. Class gets a lot more fun than that. Fridays are pretty fair, actually. No homework because the weekends are times to spend with our families. I think everyone agrees that through Mr. Ferrera's endless stories, we have all been inspired to look forward to the future and keep working towards our goals. We appreciate that Mr. Ferrera always believes that we are smart and capable. He doesn't make us feel like we're too young to understand and handle problems. In fact, he's always preparing us for what he calls the real world. Also, if you work very hard and Mr. Ferrera sees that, he is sure to reward you, whether that's donuts, McDonald's, or even gift cards. Thank you, Mr. Ferreira, for being there for us no matter what and teaching us how to be good brothers and sisters to one another. Mr. Ferreira always reminds us of this quote by General George S. Patton: "A good plan today is better than a perfect plan tomorrow." We didn't just learn math and science from Mr. Ferreira. We learned many life lessons which we will never forget.
We have so many fun memories with Miss Rassin. But before we start, let us warn you that there is no point in arguing with Miss Rassin. She is practically always right. Don't annoy her, that's just a bad idea. She's got tricks up her sleeve. Also, one of her biggest talents is how good her hearing is. She can literally hear conversations from a mile away. But all jokes aside, she is such a good listener and tries to understand everyone. We can talk to her about anything and she is willing to listen and make a change. She is so passionate about making a change in the world and she is not afraid to express her opinions. Don't worry if the work gets a little too exhausting. She is preparing you for the trials and tribulations of high school. Like, if you ever get annoyed writing the little grammar cards, just remember, there are high school students thanking her for them. We all loved Miss Rassin and Favor's little arguments in the middle of class. Sorry, Favor, but watching Miss Rassin win every argument was pretty fun. We have learned so much about the LGBTQ plus community, Black History Month, National Women's Day, First Nations, Métis, and Inuit culture, and so much more just from Miss Rassin's classes. Thank you, Miss Rassin, for making us good global citizens of the world.
Madame Bruins always puts a smile on our faces with her fun games. We all love the Madame Monet game system. We could not wait until we had collected 5 Madame Monets to trade it with a delicious and coveted sour key. We would wait for every single opportunity for Madame to mess up our names so we can earn one. Even though COVID limited our ways of having fun, she always tried her best to make us happy. I'm 1,000% sure that the whole school appreciated Kahoot days when we would have competitive and rousing rounds and try to earn the currency, which would provide us with the best prize of all, the sour keys. We honestly don't see Madame as just our French teacher because the amount of things she has done to help our school community are just unbelievable. She's always helping out with student parliament, eco teams, knitting clubs, art clubs, Le Carnaval, food drives, the volleyball tournaments, helping out with the kindergartens, as well as being the best photographer of all school events. And finally, not to mention, just her kind words and encouragement to help us become better students. If you think about it, learning a whole new language for many people is pretty hard, but Madame made it fun and easy. Merci, Madame, pour tout. Nous ne t'oublions jamais.
Mr. St- Mr. Stock made music so memorable for us. My favorite memory with him was when he would play the guitar. He taught us so many songs. We especially liked the ones from his album, and he would play while we sang. I always enjoyed listening to him play music, and he definitely opened our musical taste to some great artists, like Queen and the Beatles. We loved the passion when you played the guitar and taught us to appreciate all aspects of music. However, we will never forget the times when you had to go out in the cold to learn our Christmas carols. But despite freezing our butts off, we did sound pretty good. So thank you, Mr. Stock, for making music class an unforgettable and memorable experience.
We also want to thank Mr. Wilcox for helping out our school community for the past 3 years. We are truly grateful. Next, we want to thank Miss Drywash. Even though we don't get to see her often, we always hear and see all of the great things that she has done for our school community. Thank you for caring enough to do your job and more. Let's not forget the best secretary we have ever had, Miss Lamoureux. She's so kind, patient, and just a great role model. We want to thank and appreciate everything she has done to help keep our school so organized. Also, thank you for reminding Mr. Ferreira to submit his attendance almost every single day. We also want to thank Mr. Sang for keeping our school so clean 24/7. Especially during this pandemic, we honestly don't know what we would have done without you. Finally, we want to thank God most for introducing us to this amazing and inclusive school.
This is some of our advice to future Tigers. Enjoy every moment you have because it goes by very quickly. Be involved in school activities. We promise you, you won't regret it. Leave with good memories. Continue the hard work of the Anti-Racism Council. We have made a good start, but there is still more room to grow and ensure that we all feel included, accepted, and safe. Take time and enjoy the beautiful diversity of our school. We truly hope the best for future Tigers. We can't wait to see what the future holds, but whatever happens, this school will always remain a very important part of our lives. Thank you.